Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen from Sean at the London Pen Company in Ontario, Canada. And I have to say I am liking Sean's new box here. So like a rubberized type box. I love that the logo here is in a lovely foil colour. And I'm liking this packaging a lot. So let me unbox this pen and we'll show you what we have here. So first off, you get a London Pen Company sticker there. You also get a cleaning cloth as well, or polishing cloth, which I always think is a nice touch there. And then you get this pen here. And this pen is a beautiful pen. So let me show you this pen in all detail. So we'll move the box out of the way first. This is the Faceted Christopher 14 in Honey Noire. So first off, let me say about the Honey Noire. Honey Noire is a beautiful material here that Conway Stewart used to use in their pens before they unfortunately shut their doors in the I think it was around about 2012, 2013. It's a beautiful material, and I'm really loving this material a lot. Now, Sean does a number of models. His Christopher model is the most sort of recognized model, I would say, that he has. But he does a Christopher 13. He then did a Christopher 15, which is a 15 millimeter diameter thread instead of a 13 millimeter diameter thread. And then he did this 14 millimeter. Well, unfortunately, Sean didn't stop there. He's now actually done a variation of this with a faceted cap. So the pen here is actually cylindrical. It's round. But then you'll notice how the light shines off of those facets on the cap. And I have to say, I'm a fan of this because although I'm not I don't find that a clipless pen is an issue. I know a lot of people do. So a lot of people will avoid a clipless pen because they feel that the pen's going to roll around on the desk. Well, this pen is not going to roll around because it is going to be stopped by those facets. So if you're not one to clip a pen into your, say, shirt pocket or into your pen case, then I actually prefer a clipless pen because a clipless pen, you get to see the full material, and that clip isn't actually sort of hiding some of that material. And I do like this material a lot. This Honey Noire material from Conway Stewart is a beautiful material. So I'm actually glad that Sean sent me this pen for review in this material because it is quite a stunning color. I like this amber nectar-like color. It's beautiful with a mix of black there. So this is a really lovely color. So in terms of the cap finial, Sean has a flattened edge there, which is then slightly tapered, so it rounds off the end of the cap. And it does taper in as well here to where the cap finial is. And then it tapers out slightly to what would be normally a cap band. There's a minuscule step down here. It's very difficult to see that step down. It is slight, it's not massive. And then the body starts to taper down to what is the end cap here. And again, it's tapered in and rounded off. Now, you can see the polishing here. Sean has done a really, really good job in polishing this pen. This has polished it to a mirror-like finish. And I have to say, I'm really loving this. Now, you do, with some material, find that you will see some threads because depending on the lightness of the material, you will see some thread indentations where the threads are cut inside that cap, and that's quite normal. That's something that you're going to see on a lot of pens, especially the more lighter pens or demonstrator pens. So you do see a little bit of that there. That doesn't bother me in any way, shape or form. Now if I unscrew the cap, you'll see here Sean has actually put a number 6 size box steel nib on here. And I believe this is a broad nib, maybe a medium nib. The problem is that Bock do not stamp their nibs. So this is always an issue with Bock nibs, is that sometimes they can be a broad, sometimes they can be a medium. This one I believe is a broad nib. It looks like it's a broad, but we'll see when we do the writing sample. Now the section actually flares out more to the base of the section here, and I do like that because that stops your fingers slipping onto the nib and feed, and that just helps in a lot of ways. Now the pen is a cartridge converter pen, and you'll see there's a lot of threads there. So you've got standard, international, converter, and that's not inked up at the moment. There's a lot of threads there, which is good, makes it secure. In terms of the length of the pen in the size of my hand, it is a very, very long pen. I can post the cap, and actually it feels really nice, I have to say, posting this cap. I'm not normally a cap poster, but this posts somewhat deeply and very securely. So if you are a cap poster, then that might work for you. And then if I screw this back on again, you'll see here, this just is a beautiful, beautiful material that is absolutely stunning. So there's a lot of this Conway Stewart material still going around, and I have to say that this is a beautiful material, and I am in awe. I think Sean has also done a very good job in turning and polishing that into a pen. It really is a work of art. So I think let's do a size check. We'll do a weight check. We'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen, we are looking at about 150 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we're looking at about 63 millimeters in length. And then the length of the body to the tip of the nib or tip of the tines, we are looking at 140 millimeters in length. And you can see here that this is a really, really good size pen in the size of my hand. Now, I think let's do a weight check. Now, this is uninked, so we're looking at just over 25 grams in weight. The weight of the cap, we're looking at just over 6.5 grams in weight. And then the weight of the body, we are looking at about just over 18.5 grams in weight. So this is quite a nice weight of pen. So I think let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero in the Mediterraneo. We have a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero Grande in the sand. We have a Montegrappa Extra 1930 Shiny Lines Dove. We have a Parker Duofold Prestige Blue Chevron. We have a London Pen Company. This is a faceted Christopher 14 in Honey Noire. We have a Visconti Homo Sapiens Blue Lagoon. We have a Pelican M800 Royal Gold Varden. We have a Penlux Masterpiece Grande in the Rainforest. We have a Pelican M1000 Varden Starlight and a Montegrappa Bartolomeo Ferracina in Shiny Circles. So I think let's go into a writing sample. So this is the London Pen Company, and it's the Christopher 14, and it's the faceted, and it is a I'm actually going to say this is a double broad steel nib. because it is actually writing more like a double board. And although Bock don't actually put on their steel nibs the designation, I do seem to recall Sean saying that he'd sent me a couple of pens, and one of them was a double broad, and I'm pretty sure that this is a double broad nib. So the ink in here today is diamine, and I've put in here terracotta, and I was thinking about putting a honey coloured ink in, but I thought the honey coloured inks are a little bit more dry writing, so I thought I would put a brownish terracotta colour in. So in terms of line variations, I would say that this is more of a broad to a double broad. You can see there. Now, you can also see that there are no hard starts or skips with this nib. It writes very perfectly out of the box. It does, because of the black coating, the ruthenium coating, because the tip of the tines, I might be able to show you here, are coated in black, that you will find that typically black nibs tend to have a little bit more of a singing tendency. So that I am seeing with this nib, but it's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me, but I know sometimes it does bother some others. Now, in terms of ink wetness, let's take a look. This is quite a wet nib, and I have to say, I didn't realise that Sean had some double broad nibs, so I'm actually quite liking this nib. I do have a few double broads in my collection, and I have to say I don't write with them, and I probably should, because I do write with a lot of broads, and I think I'm going to get a lot more writing time in with this one, because this is a double broad nib, and I've just not written with them a lot lately. I want to get back into writing with stubs more, and I think probably I do write with broads a lot. I do write with mediums a lot, and some fines. So I think getting into the double broad first, writing with that a lot more before I get back into the sub nibs, I think that will be ideal for me. I'd like to thank Sean from the London Pen Company for sending this pen in for review. Sean's created a 10% discount code until the end of April 2022. Use PDAVE10 at checkout for 10% off your next purchase. So I would like to thank Sean again for sending this pen in for review. This is the review of the London Pen Company Christopher 14 Faceted with a double broad steel nib in Honey Noire. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.